Hey guys, and welcome back to another video from Limitless Polls. And today we're going to be making my first NHL video, and I'm really excited for it. I've kind of gotten the hang of the different what stats are good, what stats aren't, what the different stats mean for hockey. And just so you know, I have scouting reports for the two goalies that mainly play for the Red Wings in the majors, and I have the goalie the Red Wings just signed, and they have to play a minimum of at least 10 games, because I looked up and the average goalie plays at least 12.9 games, so I rounded to the closest numbers, just minimum of 10 games for these stats. That way it wasn't like, oh, they played one game and they allowed a bunch of goals, and that was a really bad season. No, they have to play at least 10 games for it to count as a valid stat line on these scouting reports. My dog is here, and his face is close to where my foot is, so if I accidentally step on his face, that's not good. So yeah, if I say sorry Harley, it's because I accidentally stepped on his foot right there. So yeah, now let us get, come on, it was where it was without the hats being in shot. At least I thought it was. Is the light even affecting the lighting that much? Come on now, give me a second here. Whoa, that is a lot brighter, but at least you can actually see me. And you can see my acne-riddled face. Jeez. That looks terrible. I'm seeing spots because I looked into the light temporarily. Okay. Now then, let's get on to the scouting report. We are going to go from oldest to youngest. So, if you're a Red Wings fan and you know their ages, you know Jimmy Howard is coming first. I just have, their last name as the first letter. So if I can remember it, I'll say it. But if I can't, I'm just going to say the letter. So, and we're going by goals allowed per game and save percentage, because where Victor played over in Sweden, they didn't track really any other stat. So these are the stats we can only go off of, and how many games they played. But yeah. So we're going by their best season, worst season, and then other notable seasons, and then at the end, just other notable things about them. So, Jimmy Howard, his best season for goals allowed per game was 2.10 in 2016 to 2017. His worst season for goals allowed per game was 4.20. This season, makes sense. Other notable seasons for goals allowed per game, and this is good. Other good seasons, like second best or third best, is 2.12 in 2011 to 2012, and 2.13 in 2012 to 2013. Realizing that most of his good seasons were a decent time ago. And also his best season for goals allowed per game was the last season of Joe Louis Arena. Okay, best season for saves percentage is .9927 in 2016 to 2017. Rip Joe Louis Arena. And his worst season for save percentage was .882 this season, which again explains a lot. Then other notable seasons for save percentage was .924 in 2009 to 2010, and .923 in 2012 to 2013. Then other notable things, his rookie year of 2005 to 2006, I was born in 2006, May 16th. I would have been born during Stanley Cup time, I believe, because that's during May. he is old, at least for sports, at the age of 36, and he'll probably retire in a couple of years, or be forced into retirement, as the Red Wings might release him. And he might be forced because there's no one who wants to sign him because he's old and he's not doing good. But they might not release him for this sole reason, because he has spent his whole 14-year career in Detroit, and that I have to respect, because loyalty is the best thing you can have in an athlete. One of the best things you can have in an athlete in professional sports. Because loyalty is amazing. Especially if you're a good player, which he was actually a pretty decent player in, the mid-2010s. So, he was a decent player. And obviously, as his worst seasons for goals allowed per game and save percentage were this year. So he's obviously on the decline. Now on to Jonathan B. I think his last name was Bender. I believe it's Jonathan Bender. His best season for goals allowed per game is 1.87 in 2012 to 2013. And his worst season for goals allowed per game is 3.16 in 2018 to 2019. Other notable seasons for goals allowed per game is 2.36 in 2011 to 2012. And that's his only notable season for save percentage. And his best season for save percentage, for goals allowed per game, that's his only notable season. His best season for save percentage is .922 in 2013 to 2014 and 2012 to 2013. Back-to-back seasons he averaged that. His worst season for save percentage was .904 in 2018 to 2019. Both of his worst seasons were only a season ago. And he still didn't have very good numbers this season. Other notable seasons for save percentage is .915 in 2016 to 2017 and .913 in 2017 to 2018. And then he fell off. And then just other notables is he's obviously on the decline. And he's been on 5 different teams. Just off the top of my head, I remember Detroit, Los Angeles Kings. He was He was in Colorado for the Avalanche. Who else? Canadian? No, Tampa Bay. He was for Tampa Bay, and then one other team, and I really want to say the Canadiens, but I don't think it is. Now on to this was the original. Now on to the player that we just signed, Victor. He has a really long last name, and I can't remember it. Victor B. Victor B. saving the Detroit Red Wings goaltending, because he hopefully will. He actually has some decent numbers. His best season for goals allowed per game was 1.81 in 2013 to 2014. His worst season was for goals allowed per game is 2.81 in 2018 to 2019. But just wait. Other notable seasons for goals allowed per game is 1.93 in 2017 to 2018 and 2.13 in Other notable seasons is 1.93 in 2017 and 2018 and 2.13 in 2019 to 2020. So again, he will be saving the Detroit Red Wings goaltending, as he had a pretty good season by his standards this season. Your breathing, it sounds really weird. Okay, Poopeye, it just sounds weird. Hardly. Strange. Okay. Now on to saves percentage. Best season for saves percentage was .935 in 2016 to 2017, and his worst season for save percentage is .883 in 2014 to 2015. Other notable seasons for save percentage was .930 in 2013 to 2014 and .921 in 2017 to 2018. Some other notables is good size. He's good size for a goaltender at 6'4" and 198 pounds. It would not make him the heaviest goaltender on the professional roster, but it would make him the tallest, as Jimmy H was 6'1". Wait, no. Yeah. Jimmy H was 6'1", and Jonathan Bender is 6 feet. And he's pretty young at the age of 23, and he's coming over from Sweden, which is a pretty good hockey country. So, actually, I'm going to start putting all my documents in here. Do I have any others? No, they all went away. On my, like, one right here. No, it's not. Yeah. No, I'm going to start putting them in this backpack right here. There's my old school backpack. Is there anything in any of your pockets? Ah, you really had to fart? Thanks. See you guys in the next video. Detroit. Hopefully if you're a Red Wings fan, you're not in denial that we're still a contender. We aren't good. We aren't good. So, yeah. Actually, when I told my mom this, this triggered her to go into a pretty big rant about how the Detroit Red Wings finally are fixing their goalie situation, and how we need to get younger, and how Steve Yzerman needs to call up that defenseman we drafted this year. And she said, "I know Steve Yzerman has a plan, but his plan's taken a little too long for my liking," which I can kind of understand, as she was watching the Red Wings in the early 80s to now. So she got to watch all of those amazing Detroit Red Wings team with Steve Yzerman, and we had a really good goaltender. We had a really good goalie in those 90s teams. I forget his freaking name. Forget his name. I think his last name was Osgood. I can't remember his name. I mean, he's also a beast on NHL Face-Off 98 for the PS1. He's a freaking beast in that game. But, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. And you now know where I get my sports rants from. I also probably get them from my dad, because he gets mad at the Colts. Like, he was screaming at the Colts in the 2017 season. That was a terrible season. See you guys in the next video. Alright, hey guys, note that I just want to add before the video ends. Victor Brattström, the goalie that we just signed, he actually has better stats than he has better stats in save percentage and goals allowed per game than both of our current goaltenders. So, this season. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be on the major league team, and he's probably not gonna be on the minors. So, yep, that is just the note I wanted to add. See you guys next time, and my hair is terrible. There's my Pacers flag. Just gotta I have to have something Pacers in each shot of my videos. So, see you guys next time.